104.1 KRBE.
Let's go.
Good morning. The Roula and Ryan Show.
With Eric. It's about to get all stupid up in here.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
And Sam.
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula.
Macaroni and cheese hot dog.
Ryan. I am the worst DJ ever. With Eric.
We're the champions of the world!
104.1 KRBE.
Good morning, world. It is July 31st, 2025. It's Thursday, the last day of the month here on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric, with Roula, Ryan, Eric, and Special K, which means Dumb Question Amnesty Day is today.
Oh, wow.
So you ask us any question you don't have answers to, or something that comes across your mind. You're like, oh, yeah, I always went to look this up, or I don't know how to find that answer, and blah, blah, blah. Yesterday, I went to the grocery store to do the regular life thing, and with my oldest, she goes, no, don't look over there. Keep walking past that. Don't look over there. It was the back-to-school displays.
Oh, back to school.
And she doesn't even want it in her head. She doesn't even want it on her radar yet. And here's what I didn't have on my back-to-school shopping list. Am I supposed to buy my kids brand new water bottles for the school year the way you get brand new shoes?
Oh, yeah.
You are?
Backpacks.
Okay, backpack, I get it.
Water bottle.
Shoes,
Just
I
wash
get
it.
it. Yes.
Hey, you don't want
Kevin,
to have
yes.
last year's water bottle.
Well, we have 40 water bottles between my three kids and me. I
Yeah,
feel like we have
switch
so
it
many. And she's like, Mommy, we're supposed to get a new one for the new school year. I go, well, what are we going to do with all the other ones we've got?
Those are expensive, though, so I say no.
Yeah.
I
So
say,
no, right?
I say use it again.
You could paint it,
Especially if you're going to-
bedazzle
No,
it,
not
do
paint it.
something.
She's got hers
She's going to
that's
high
got her
school.
name engraved on it.
You go to high school,
You know,
you
I
want to
had.
be... No one will know.
I mean, I get it to be nice and new. It's not like I'm going to send her with a
You know,
beat up
Eric.
one, because they get beat up when you drop them and stuff. But we have at least 3 that you cannot tell we've had. You know what I mean? I go, can't you just use one of those? And she goes, that one's not mine. That's my sister's. I go, what are you talking about? It's a community house
We
with water
wash it.
bottles.
But they know. They know.
But they know. It's like, the territorial thing. So I guess, am I supposed to add that to the back to school list? A water bottle.
And besides, you
one.
dent it up, give it a little character. I keep getting this ad on my Instagram for phone cases.
Stressed? You went to Stresta?
Yeah. I have a phone case that I keep getting this ad for, and it looks like it's got rust stains on the back of it, and it's all damaged looking.
That's somebody that stored a bunch of cases in Jersey in a
They wanted
cargo ship or something.
$29.99 for it.
It got
Yeah.
water leaked in there, rusted it.
Well,
They're
no,
like,
it's
we're
plastic.
We're going to make this look
Distressed.
distressed. Charging
Wow.
double.
So yeah, it's time to think about
People
that
are
kind
sheep.
of stuff and figure out what's on the list.
Well, this weekend's the shopping, right?
It is, isn't it? Tax-free weekend this weekend.
Tax-free weekend is the following weekend.
I thought you did
So Friday, August 8th through Sunday, August 10th is tax-free weekend.
And then school starts right then.
Right.
So, a lot of
Some people start August. I don't know.
There's no
10,
teachers.
12.
Don't they go back to school
8,
next
9?
week?
Yes.
Yeah,
so.
the tax-free weekend, like I said, Friday the 8th through Sunday the 10th, and it can be items including clothing, footwear, school supplies, backpacks, all priced under $100, can be purchased tax-free.
So if it's a pair of Adidas shoes that usually is retail value $120 on sale for $89.99, does that count?
Yeah,
Okay, as long as it's under $100, even if the original
it's
price
got to be
wasn't.
under $100.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, I've got to think about that. And here's my
Well,
thing.
just one shoe.
Just one
Can I
shoe. How
buy
are the
one
laces?
shoe?
It's like $200. Come just get the one shoe. It's under 100.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was wondering,
because-
if you're a pirate and you've got a peg leg.
Oh yeah, what do you
you
do
just
with
buy
that?
one.
You know?
Maybe
Hey,
that's,
matey, I just need one.
I got friends that they were in. They lost their legs.
Well, yeah, but even with prosthetics,
but they
they
have-
usually use both
That's what I'm
shoes.
saying. They use the other shoe.
You know, back to school shopping for me my whole life going to a private school was just your shoes were life. What's the shoe? That's the only thing that could. The shoe. What's the shoe? That's the only thing that could distinguish you from the other kids because everyone's wearing the same clothes.
Oh, yeah, with
so it was all the
uniform.
shoes.
Uh-huh.
And there was this one brand. It's Bass, not Bass. Bass.
Yeah, Bass.
You know the Bass brand.
Yeah.
There was this one shoe one year that had these real curly laces or something you could do to the laces, and all the girls were doing this. And I remember going home and I was like, Mom, everybody has these shoes. And my mom was like, I already did the shopping. We're done. You got penny loafers. Because you could not wear tennis shoes at my school. You had to wear loafers of some sort. It had to be like a brown or a black loafer. It was real militant. Really, the school uniform that I grew up with was real boring. Not a lot of variety at all. Some of these cool private
prisoners
schools
had more
are
flair.
you could wear a yellow button down or a white button down or a blue button down. No, ours was strictly khaki and blue, and that's it. there is no change. And then in middle school, it was the plaid jumper, and then in my sailor outfit that was so famous.
But
for
I
so
bet
long.
they still find
Elementary.
ways to be I don't know, cliquish. Like
Well, there's always
it's got to
cool
be the
things.
shoes.
Yeah.
It's the shoes
Or hair
and some of
stuff.
like your hair accessories, or like really it was about your accessories for your like school books and backpack and stuff.
Sometimes
That's how you could differentiate.
those uniforms would be a pain, but then it'd be easy. You wake up every day, that's what you wear.
Yeah, you just know what you're wearing every
A lot of
day.
public schools like I went to would just grab shirts and just wear them and stuff. But then you got to worry about, did I wear that already? Because there's always that one kid in class that for some reason spends all the time looking at everyone's clothes. And they'll call you out. Like, what are you, the clothes police? You
Yes,
loser?
always. And my kid is the one last
You
year
didn't
for
roll your
fourth grade.
jeans, you nerd? I'm like, what?
Last year for fourth grade, I definitely, since I'm not there in the morning to see what my kids look like when they leave for school, and I just pick them up, and I'm like, buddy, did you wear that like 3 times already in the last 10 days? It's like his favorite shirt. And I'm washing it, but still I'm like, you wear that one again? He's like, what? He had like a rotation of like 5 shirts that he loved. And I'm like, see, if I see them in the morning and I drive them to school, I'd be like, oh, hey, did you just wear that 3 days ago? Can you change it up? But instead, I'm just picking them up and go, oh, that's what you look like today. Okay,
I told you that story. First day of 6th grade, I wore this cool shirt. I don't know if I got a Farm and Fleet or Walmart or Kmart. Would have been Kmart. I got on the bus. I had it. It was cool. It was
You're feeling good about
Great.
yourself.
Was it
And
long
then
sleeve, short sleeve,
short sleeve
plaid,
because it's
striped?
summertime.
T-shirt?
Had a couple like stripes on the left and right side, gray in the middle. And then my best friend, or my second best friend, got on the bus. He had the same shirt, but it was blue. I'm like,
Yeah.
And then my other best friend got on the bus, and his was blue, the same one. So all 3 of us were walking in the hall with the same. felt like
y'all
such
planned
dork,
it.
and you couldn't get out of it. You're like, oh.
Kev,
But
did you go
isn't-
to Catholic school when you were growing up, you said? The
Only
whole
for
time?
only for high school, and the boys had a dress code, whereas the girls had a uniform.
What does
so
that
that
mean?
was kind of sexist.
Wait, you guys didn't wear the
Totally sexist. What do you mean? Like the girls?
Boys could wear whatever they wanted, as long as it was black or khaki pants and a button-down shirt. Whatever button-down shirt and tie you wanted. You could,
really?
You could really
Wow.
like mix up some fun stuff, and some of the boys did, including me. Silk shirts. So then also,
So that's how they knew everybody. The gay kids were back then.
I mean, it was the thing at the time. But the girls had a plaid, not ruffled. It's kind of like, like
Pleated.
folded-
Box pleat.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
box
yeah.
pleat.
Pleated skirt, which they would kind of roll up,
Yeah.
depending on what class they went to, because the teacher would
Hike
let them
it up a
slide
little
back.
higher?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you could see the top of the knees.
Right,
And then
that
they
was a
always
big
had to wear
deal.
an Oxford. So they really had no way of expressing themselves other than as high up as their skirt could
But
get.
could they change their shirt color?
Nope.
Oh yeah, see, same
That's
with
white.
me. Could not.
That sucks.
I told y'all my
Poor
teacher,
girls.
Mrs.
I know,
Graves.
I know.
Girls that really want to change and do things.
Oh yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
Mrs.
man, I had so many
For,
ties.
For public school, though, it was always the best feeling that first day, putting on your favorite new outfit that you had, and you're feeling like, feeling good about yourself.
Then you got to wear it again the next week because
Yeah, and then it loses its.
that far ahead.
That's all you can afford.
Yeah.
We really didn't have much money growing up, so I think we'd get like 5 new outfits. And, you'd go with your very favorite would be for day 1. And then, by Friday it wasn't.
I forgot I was
Just as
chubby,
nice.
chubby in like 5th, 6th grade, and I had the pants instead of a button. It was Velcro.
You had Velcro pants?
It's like this, like 3 inches of Velcro, so you can really
Oh, adjust it.
adjust it. I was like, these
Are you sure
pants
those
are awesome.
pants?
Was
they
that from
weren't
the Husky
sleeps?
store?
Yeah,
The pajama
there was like
pants?
dress pants in a way. They're like grayish.
Well, they do that.
I'm like,
Listen,
oh, these
they
are
don't
awesome
do
'cause then
Velcro
you got
now, Eric,
chubby,
but they do the adjustable waistbands for kids' clothes. So because you're going to grow, and there's a button inside the waistband for boys' clothes.
Kind of like
where-
tuxedo pants.
I don't know about tuxedo pants.
Remember
I've never-
tuxedos? We
Tuxedo
got those
pants,
little
yeah.
levers on the side where you
For
can
rentals.
Rentals.
Okay, probably like that because I know from having a son and buying him clothes when he was when Carter's clothes always had the adjustable waistband inside.
Well, I love the jeans and the shorts now because they're all stretchy a little bit in the waist. So you could say you're like a 33, but really you're probably 34, 35. But because they stretch, it fits on
You know you're not wearing the right size when you take them off and you've got that red ring around your skin.
Yeah. You're like stuffed in there like a biscuit package
Or guys
like
that
popping out of
I never
that
understood
thing.
what guys are they got their weight in their love handles and belly, but then they tuck in their polo
Yeah.
really tight. Like I saw that trainer for the Astros go to the player 2 days ago.
You're
and then,
accentuating.
And then he's walking back, and I'm like, man, you shouldn't.
You could have just
you
let
should
it out
untuck
loose.
that shirt.
Exactly.
Because you're putting it on display. Like,
Pretty
here's
much.
my belly.
Here it is.
Wrapped tight like saran wrap.
Yeah.
I don't know how many private school kids know this, or if it was just a St. Thomas thing in Meyerland, but Mrs. Graves used to make us if there were too many girls rolling their skirts, Kev.
Oh.
Mrs. Graves would call us to the front of the room.
Uh-oh.
And we all had to. There was a step in the room where we were, and she would make everybody kneel across the step to see where does the skirt hit.
Oh.
If the skirt hits the step, it's the right length. If it is above that, nope, you got to roll that waistband down. I know what you're doing. So I remember it was all about the roll up at the waist, and if it hit if it hit the weight when you knelt, it had to hit the floor. If it wasn't hitting that step, your skirt's too short.
Things they have to worry.
Roll it down.
I'm worried about
How
these
about
things.
how dumb is this? You want to talk about trivial? You were not allowed to wear earrings at St. Thomas that hit your jawbone. Look at where your jawbone is, where your ear is.
Okay, so studs.
They would not let you wear dangle earrings that would go past this jawbone. And I remember there was this one security officer, and she was also the fashion police, literally, because she would like call out girls that were wearing like dangly earrings.
Now,
or
were boys allowed to wear earrings?
Oh, absolutely
no,
not.
but not.
Absolutely not. You could not have long hair. You could not have any piercings. You could not have anything that is off the grid of like
Never
it was really
understood
like a
how that was
military
fair.
When you show
kind of
tattoos
thing.
in like public school?
Well, you're not
Well,
supposed to have
hopefully
tattoos
you don't have a
under
tattoo
18.
if you're under 18.
Well, I mean, there's 18-year-olds that go to school.
Yeah,
School.
well, that's true, but like
I was 18, I think, when I was January, my senior year.
Okay.
unless you have failed 4 times and you're a freshman for the 4th time, you got 3 tattoos. Oops, sorry.
I wonder if they have to make you cover that up.
I don't know. Somebody text us at
What would they
37530.
do?
Who's got
They'd
the
probably
tattoo
expel you.
police
There's probably like
at
2
their
kids
school?
that are doing that, right?
Well, I learned that there are nurseries in some high schools, and you max out at 3 kids.
But they do have
Can't have
that
more than
body
3.
makeup.
It's
When I was
true.
on that TV show, when I was on that episode of Star Trek, and this guy sitting next to me in the makeup chair, he was all tatted up, and they got out this big bucket of like body makeup, and
you think the high
within
school's got
10
money
minutes,
for
you
that?
couldn't see any tats. They covered it up
They're not
completely.
going to make the kid put makeup. They're not going to bring makeup in there and do that to his arm. They'll just make you wear a long sleeve shirt. One of those fishing shirts. What's a
Oh,
with
well,
an Huck or
with
what's the name of that
the
brand?
vent in the back?
At Academy and they have that
Dad
bull brand.
vent?
Yeah, those,
The dad vent?
Ugh.
Oh, come on. Why do you hate that shirt so much? You hate fishing. You hate the fishing shirts. Those are
No, I
breathable,
just hate
amazing
that.
shirts for a lot of people.
I might get it there for fishing. You're out there just to fish.
Or just hot
see you.
Houston hell. Have that thing breathe. I have no problem, guys, if you're wearing that breathable
You know how
shirt.
Kevin always
you
says-
keep yourself
You
nice
must have
and-
a hairy back and you got to let it breathe, I guess.
Kevin, you always say that Crocs says, I give up. I think Vince says the
What?
same thing.
No, you guys
You're
are
wearing
crazy.
a shirt with a vent in the
I don't
back.
say give up. I just
No, absolutely
you really don't
not.
care.
I'm usually a bigger guy because it makes it cooler. It
Breathable.
makes-
Or
it
it's
makes
a
sense.
guy who is living in Houston and he's just hot.
It's a real man.
I just
Because
feel
they're
like
out there
that
doing
is
construction or
nothing
they're
wrong
out
with
there
that.
working on, doing manual
Isn't that a leisure shirt? I feel like that's a leisure shirt. I've seen that in Galveston a lot.
Because my wife's
The
construction
vented
company,
shirt.
a lot of the guys have those shirts.
The vented
Okay.
one.
Well, that's a work.
I
I'm
don't got
just
nothing
talking
against
about
those shirts. Still, Crocs, I have it out for them. That's still, good God.
Yeah, they're pretty
How are you
amazing.
going to come work out in that?
I know. Oh God, no.
That seems really
just real
dangerous.
quick, I want to give a special shout out to our listeners who, unfortunately, this early in the morning are stuck in some terrible traffic as 45 north at the 610 loop. There is a heavy truck accident,
Oh, no.
and it has ruined your morning.
Sorry.
Happened right at 6 o'clock. It was verified at 6. I don't know exactly when it happened, but it was verified at 6 according to the traffic report. I'm sure you'll have more about that in the report. But we're here with you. Sorry you're sitting there. Hope you don't have to go to the bathroom anytime soon.
Yeah.
Well, don't put that in their head.
That's terrible. Here's your weather for today.
It's going to be cloudy, high in the mid 90s right now. 80 degrees and 614 on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
From Hollywood to H-Town.
Celebrity Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
It is brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas, which also brings us the Benson backflip at 7 o'clock this morning. We will reveal the 4 times today that you'll have a chance to be caller 104 and not describe. It's not really guessing because we're going to give it to
You
you.
have to
Just
tell us.
Yeah, just tell us what we told you. At 7, we're going to tell you what the backflip is. It's a line of his music that has been reversed, and then we just tell you what it is. You got to make a note of that. So if you are caller 104, you can say it back to us. And that's how you become a finalist for the KRBE Suite. His show is sold out September 18th. Toyota Center is the place. So Benson Backflip happens at 7 o'clock. Make sure you write down the times so you
And
know
then
when to
right
call.
after that, roses.
And then before that and after that, Dumb Question Amnesty, because today's the last day of the month.
A lot of things happening.
Yeah, it's a very full show today.
Keep
All
those
right.
tattoo texts coming, by the way.
I know, I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
believe this. We were
Well,
asking, can you have tattoos in school? I thought you had to be at least 18 to get a tattoo, but a lot of teachers are texting us that they have plenty of kids in high school. As long as the parents consented to the tattoo, they got the
Okay.
tattoo. but they have to, some schools make them cover it up, others don't.
I wonder what the youngest person to ever get tattooed, what their age was.
With parents' consent?
Who knows? That's just disturbing information
sorry,
for me.
but-
If it's too young,
I mean, I've seen
it makes me crazy.
videos on social media, and I know they're fake.
If you're under
where the kid's like 5 and he's got
Ew,
tats.
that's child
If you're under
abuse.
16 and your parents give consent, then you need to be
Take a
evaluated.
parenting course.
You should not be called a parent.
Yeah.
Well, we did get a text that one listener used to teach in a middle school, and there were a shocking amount of 7th and 8th graders that had tattoos.
That's just weird.
That's like
crazy.
13 years old.
That's crazy. All right, there's a couple of stories I'm going to hit you with today. The first one is Cynthia Erivo, of course, from Wicked. She is promoting a lot of things. Wicked for Good comes out November 21st. And in anticipation of that, the campaign has begun to get her sprinkled into our psyche with all the different things. And Listerine has hired her because she's such a great singer.
Listerine.
About her oral care, right? Keeping your mouth fresh and clean. And they paid her $2 million. Apparently, actually, they say they've insured her mouth for $2 million.
Wow.
Cynthia Erivo's mouth. So then I went down the rabbit hole of all these stories I've heard in the past 20 years of people who have, insured themselves, right? Like the famous story of Jennifer Lopez's butt being insured for $10 million, or Heidi Klum's legs being insured. Mariah Carey had insured her voice.
You think they inspect it? Like, you have to bring your butt in here, and we have to go like over every inch.
Get a tape measure out.
As when you get some insured, they'll go out and look at it.
Yeah, they have adjusters.
Yeah, like, oh, you got a dimple there. Oh, stretch mark. And take money off.
Well, you know how
Your
this
butt
works.
has depreciated.
Most of the time,
It's
it is not like us personally saying, I'm going to call my insurance company and try to insure my arm because I do a job where I need to use my left arm more than whatever it is.
You're a
It's-
doctor. Think about it.
Oh, you're a doctor, you're a surgeon. I'm
You
sure
break
you
your
should
hand?
have your hands
Oh,
insured,
God, yes.
right?
break your hand
Yeah.
skiing or something.
But most of these stories are sponsors who insured them for a campaign. Like in 2007, America Ferrera had her smile insured for $10 million.
It is a pretty smile.
By Aquafresh because they were doing a big campaign for their whitening strips. And they insured her smile, and I don't know if that expired. It was with Lloyd's of London. And then I talked about Heidi Klum's legs. That was a $2.2 million insurance policy. This is a weird one I didn't expect to see, and nor did I remember this in the headlines. But apparently Nick Cannon did a campaign for the brand, the personal men's care brand, Dr. Squatch.
What's Dr.
Like
Squatch?
Sasquatch?
Oh, is that the one with the
It's like-
soaps and
yeah,
that?
the
Like Target
soaps.
has that stuff?
Yes. You've seen it in probably
What
Target.
is it? Like a box
It's
of
like
soaps?
it's like man soap.
Yeah.
It's like man bar soap and body washes and
sandalwood.
stuff. Yeah. They insured his jewels.
Oh,
His jewels for $10 million.
well, he's got to keep making babies.
Well, first I thought you meant like jewelry.
Yeah.
Really?
His privates.
Yeah. His berries, not his twig.
Oh, just those.
Just the berries.
Oh, okay.
He said, I had to insure my most valuable assets.
Does each one have its own policy?
I don't think so. I think it's just a $10 million policy on his testicles as a pair.
Like A and B? And they do.
Yeah. Bruce Springsteen had his vocal cords insured for $6 million. I don't know how long that policy goes.
If you
for.
think about it, we should probably do something like that because our living is talking. And if, God forbid, we lost our voices permanently,
You had that
we're
box you
screwed.
check, that long-term
Yeah, disability.
disability and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But they don't insure yet. That they just give you a little bit of money if something happens
Yeah.
to your voice. I tried to insure my vocal cords back in 2002, and I was living on the East Coast, and I remember I was like, "Well, this is true. Like this is how we do everything." And the lady that I had called when we were talking about this at my work over there, she basically laughed us off. Like, what do you mean you're going to insure your vocal cords? Because we were just regular people. Because me and some of my colleagues were like, "Yeah, we should probably find an insurance company and see if they insure this." Now, that lady kind of laughed us away.
But like basketball player, like in college, a lot of those kids have insurance policies.
Because if they have
If
an
you're good,
injury,
if you're really good.
career-ending injury.
Like you're about to, like, say you're going to be in the NBA next year. So you say, you don't want to play college football this year or basketball. If I get injured, then I'm screwed.
Right, because your entire future is gone.
So then they get money. I mean, this is back then. Now they got NIL and stuff. So these kids are making more money in college than they would if they go to the pros.
God, isn't that
as a
crazy?
rookie
And how do they get
in certain
paid?
sports.
I've never understood how I know the switch happened, but under what parameter? Was it like after the Johnny Manziel things? Remember Johnny Manziel
It's like the third year or
wasn't allowed
fourth
to
year.
make any money off of his fame.
It just started about 3 or 4 years ago. It's kind of a little crazy because then now everyone's switching schools, getting the better deals and stuff.
So you
don't blame
can't
them.
be traded into a school for playing the way NFL and NBA and MLB
You can't be
players are
traded.
traded. You can't be traded.
But you can just leave
okay.
at a certain time. That's why at the end of the year they This quarterback will leave, like UH guy will go to Oklahoma. Or,
Okay.
I do
And there's
agree
money
with you, though.
involved
Like
with
say you're really good,
endorsements?
and their quarterback's really good. The old days is you learned under that guy. Now it's like I'm really good, and this guy's going to play again. I'm leaving. I'm going to go over to this school and be the starter, and then I'll get that NIL. The school will pay you.
Okay. So
And
the
you
school
should
pays
be.
you.
I mean, the
Well,
schools
they're
are making
creative.
money. Why shouldn't you?
Yeah, it does. I mean, when I watched that Untold thing about Johnny Manziel, he did make a great point. I mean, the number one selling jersey in America was a maroon colored number 2. It didn't have his name on it, but it was maroon colored number 2.
And he didn't get any of that.
And he wasn't allowed to have any of that money. So now
That sounds- it's
there's
not fair.
It's not fair. Rihanna's legs were insured by Gillette's Venus Breeze razor brand for $1 million back when they were doing endorsements with her. Let's see who else. Cristiano Ronaldo and David Beckham's legs were insured. Cristiano's legs were insured for $145 million. David Beckham's for $195 million because they basically were holding up the sport. Actually, it was America Ferrera's teeth, not her actual smile. It was her teeth that
Okay.
were insured for $10 million. Isn't that crazy?
She could always get veneers.
Let's see. Gordon Ramsay's tongue has been insured because he is a chef and has to taste everything.
And it's sharp.
$10 million.
Gotcha.
Yeah, let's see. Jamie Curtis's legs at one point for $1 million. She had her legs insured by the campaign
Is
of the
that movie out?
pantyhose brand.
Freakier
Legs.
Friday.
Is that out this weekend?
I think it's coming out Friday.
I
Yeah.
know Naked Gun has got like a.
Oh, I can't wait.
Right now, it has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's the number one rated comedy of all time for
Are you kidding me?
100%.
It's already
looks
out?
hilarious, the clips.
Let's say Thursday.
How do you get 100% if it's not out yet? Mass release.
They go by people people have seen previews, and people.
I mean, the one clip
doesn't
that
come
gets
out-
me is it's so funny when they're walking through the Policeman's Hall of Fame and they see, Leslie Nielsen's Frank Drebin Sr., and they see all of them, and then the one guy walks in, there's OJ, and he's like,
The dad looks at the camera, or the son looks at the camera, like
he's like, oh,
my dad.
Freakier Friday doesn't come out until August the 8th.
oh, okay.
So not this Friday, next
Even
Friday.
they knew they're like, we got to stay away from.
Tax-free weekend. It'll be the
Naked
last weekend
Gun.
before school starts. So I guess Naked Gun is tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I mean,
All right.
by-
Who would have thought
I
Liam Neeson would be such a great comedic choice?
and saw him in Ted. Remember,
That was right.
he was in Ted.
Asking about the Lucky Charms.
So you got to play it serious. You can't be goofy
Yeah.
detective.
Which is ironic. That's how Leslie Nielsen was taken in the first place. Before he ever did the movie Airplane, he was a dramatic actor. And it was so out of his wheelhouse to be doing comedy.
That's
He was
what
so
makes it funny.
deadpan serious.
Yeah.
That's what made it funny, yeah.
Well, lots of movies to be seeing in the next couple of weeks.
Naked
But-
Guns in the theaters.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, you're going to have to get out of the house, Kevin.
But the theaters
I
are,
get out the house. I just don't go to the theater.
But these theaters are like spending a lot of money on their
It's a lot more comfortable.
seats and atmosphere. It's really cool. Although I did see what's the one over the Palladrome? How do you say it? Palladrome or the Palladian or something? The went bankrupt.
Palladium?
Palladium.
It's like really huge.
It's that one
out
that's
there's
over there by Exclusive and Gallery Furniture
Okay.
off 99 or
It's
whatever. It was giant. It was called Santikos when it first opened.
It was only like 10 years old, and it's like
Yes.
empty. It's people went in
Did
there.
you see that on Instagram? Somebody went in there when it was empty.
Because I'm like,
Oh, they
is this
trashed it or what?
No, it's just empty.
bankruptcy or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's that. I guess the
It looked
neighborhood
cool.
didn't support it, but it looked like a really giant.
To me, it seemed like it was in the
Awesome
middle of nowhere.
place.
That's why I'm like,
Well, pandemic probably did them in.
I don't
that's
know what
true.
year
It
they.
was huge though. It was because you see the video on TikTok or where I saw it.
Because the
And everything
overhead
is
on
just
a
sitting
place
there.
like that has got to be insanely expensive.
Yeah.
It was called the Santikos Palladium.
Palladium. That's
They
it.
do have one in San Antonio, and it looks like a Greek column
Yeah.
building or something.
At first, I thought, I'm like, what is that? Is that a church?
No, and then
then
it
is it
turned from Santikos to I think Cinemark bought it or somebody bought it, and I guess
Maybe
I-
AMC could buy it. Are they still around?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. It's Regal and Cinemark now, pretty much. That
Around here?
owns
Like
this
if I'm
town.
seeing a movie, I'm usually going to the Marquee Center.
I went to iPic for
that's
the
a
first
really
time
nice
ever
one.
a couple weeks ago, and I saw F1. That's
that-
the first time I've
Oh,
ever
by the
been
way,
to
was
iPic.
that good?
Yeah, it was good. It reminded me of like Top Gun Maverick for cars.
Same director, right?
Was it? I don't know. I didn't pay attention. My husband loves F1. He goes, "Let's go see this." I go, "Sure."
So you liked it?
Yeah, I liked it. It was.
I'm like, it's probably on Apple in like 3 weeks.
That's
so
what I figured.
I'll just wait.
I mean, actually, after all these Saturdays and Sundays, my husband's watching F1. I finally get it. There's a strategy to these cars. I had no idea.
And you
Go in
All
a
I heard
circle.
was.
You run circles?
That's our soundtrack. All right, coming up next, dumb question Amnesty. Our number is 833-390-KRBE. There's something on your mind, a question you had on your mind. You're thinking, oh man, I don't know how to find
You
that
can ask
answer.
us anything.
Last month we got a lot of. You were on vacation. We were looking. We got a lot of like questions about just us.
The show.
It was fun. So we can spill beans about behind the scenes type
Yeah,
stuff.
sure. 833-390-KRBE. That's 833-390-5723.
Dumb question. Amnesty next on KRBE.
Point 1 KRBE.
Now, time for Dumb Question Amnesty on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Why is it to be so menacing?
Yeah.
Dumb question amnesty. We do
You
this on
can
the
call
last
us.
day of the year. Of the last day of the month.
Yep.
Or the closest we can get to it. Since today's the 31st and it's a weekday, of course, we're doing it today at 833-390-KRBE. Look, it might be something that you could look up at some point, but you just keep forgetting and it's come to the top of your mind now. And if we don't know the answer off the top of our heads, we'll find the answer. Sometimes it's questions you can't get the answers to, like this first question off text, which, by the way, the texters are bringing it, but the phone lines are still open at 833-390-KRBE. The text screen is 37530. The first one we're going to start with is, who are the voices that advertise everything on your station, like the guy and the girl voices? Do you know, I feel so ashamed I forgot their names.
I know them.
Tell us,
Okay,
Kev.
what are their names?
Scott and Amber.
Scott and Amber. Okay,
Amber.
yes. Mm-hmm. And actually, I should know Scott's name.
But they don't work together.
No.
No.
They're not like a team or anything. Like, Scott will get stuff sent to him. He'll read it and submit it back. So will Amber.
Here's how it works. Little peek behind the curtain, because I did this for many, many years. I did station voiceover for radio stations around the country. They send you, usually they just drop you an email, and you'll record it like maybe 5 to 10 different ways. And you just, nowadays you just click and send, or you upload it to their site, and then
You guys
we
say
have
KRBE.
we have
KRBE.
yeah,
KRBE.
different inflections, and then we've got our creative.
104.1.
There he is.
KRBE.
We have our creative
Scott
service director, Mo, who's brilliant and puts all that stuff together and assembles it, and then sounds pretty.
Yeah, you know what's really funny? When I started Weekends with Roula, for those 6 o'clockers who don't know, that's here on KRB 6 to 9 in Houston, but it's a nationally syndicated show on the weekends. They were like, okay, so who do you want your voice person to be? And I was like, oh, gosh, I didn't even think about those semantics, like all those deep details. Like, I can pick up whatever voice person I want because Weekends with Roula.
Should have picked a mod.
They had like a
Do everything the Burger King way.
jingly, singy song. I didn't know a mod then. I didn't know
wear
mod
a
could do
little
the Burger
thinner.
King voices. But Burger King didn't have that campaign.
On
the weekends. So
She's
yeah.
good.
And I said, you know what? It's fine. Scott does the. I should have known his name because I forgot it. But yeah, I said it's fine to make it match because that's how it's cohesive. If you listen to Weekends with Roula here, it's Scott doing the KRBE stuff and Scott doing the Weekends with Roula stuff. But in other cities,
Well, might not
I don't
match.
know who their voice people are, but Scott is my voice guy.
Yeah, you
for
might
Weekends
have
with
like
Roula.
one market. It's Weekends with Roula.
Yeah,
I wonder
who
if
knows?
they match. They have voice people that match Southern Alabama. They're like the Cletus and Sawtooth show. And so
They will
so
tell
they
you.
got like a guy that's like, oh, hey, everybody,
They will tell you.
welcome to Alabama.
They'll ask you to do certain inflections. I had some program directors that would sit in on the session. Can you put a little more of this in? Because I did formats like I did R&B, I did country.
So they tell you kind of sound.
And they do. Can you put a little twang in it?
Or like
And
a
I'm
lighter voice
A little
versus a
wang
heavier
in it.
voice.
Not a little wang,
what
a little
now?
twang. They'd be
Don't you
like,
have a drop, though?
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I do have that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Does have a little wang in it.
Yeah, they'd
What
say
movie is that
something
from?
like...
Sounds like Randy Quaid.
Oh, it's like an
Yeah.
old movie.
Somebody said they heard Scott and Amber on a radio station in Vegas and it felt weird.
Oh, really?
What's
They're cheating on us.
They have another
thought it was
races with a
exclusive.
duo? What are you talking about?
Weird.
But if you're saying something like, you're listening to today's top country hits.
sad thing is in the future, there's companies that are getting rid of those people and just using AI.
AI.
Oh, yeah, that's 100% happening.
Which
now.
makes sense, though. I mean, you can just type in what you want.
They don't
and
have to
say
pay
it.
anybody.
There is a story, speaking of twangy voices, about Dolly Parton. There's a thing called the Dolly Parton effect. A new study out of Indiana University said that twangy voices are easier to understand in noisy places than
Really?
neutral voices, especially when spoken by women. So it cuts through the noise, the twangy female
This isn't
voice.
really, it's a question, but it's more of a, they want an update about your husband, Roula,
Oh, about knee surgery?
because they're about to have it.
Okay, so for those that
And they're
don't follow
scared.
me at Radio Roula, my husband had a total knee replacement, and he's a young guy to get that done. Usually, like your mom or your dad are getting that in their 60s plus.
You're in sports, though.
But he played sports since he was in 4th grade, and he is full proof that football destroys your body. He's had shoulder surgery already. Now he had full knee replacement, and it's been pretty rough. That's a pretty rough surgery. For those that remember 2 years ago, and I had broadcast from the house for 5 months because I had ankle surgery. The ankle surgery itself was not as invasive as the total knee replacement.
Ouch.
Think of what they're doing for that, friends. They have to cut out the bad knee and replace it with metal and plastic.
It's pretty cool that they could do that, though.
And they have to fuse it to the bone. I know. So just
And they want you up and about, moving immediately.
pretty much after he woke up, they gave him maybe like 30 minutes. And they're like, okay, let's try and go for a walk now. You know, you're all like wonky. It's been okay. He got the saving grace is that he can walk on it. They want you to walk right away. So it's not like, immobilized. Like
He's
you
got
can't.
PT, right?
He's got physical therapy. He can shower. He has a walker. He has to walk with the walker. He has to do these exercises. They say it's 8 weeks recovery. It all depends on how much you move and how militant you are about your physical therapy. Because every single person on my Instagram that's had this or have somebody in their family that's had this say, Taza, you got to make sure you go beast mode on that PT or else you're just screwing yourself for the life of that knee because
You
it
really
makes you
do.
stiff.
Do it.
It has to like move with your body.
I was wondering if they could add like cushion in there. Like, say you're a plumber or something.
cushion?
You got instead of using knee pads.
Knee pads? I don't think
just
so.
build like a
Because it has to
little
go through your
foam.
skin.
You know, when you pick a bed out or you pick a carpet, and then you got to pick the stuff underneath the carpet.
Yes, I'd like some
Oh, my
Tempur-Pedic
God.
knees.
Yeah, I'd like to get that real
Yeah,
soft, just a
memory
little
foam layer. Keep it a memory foam layer and the knee replacement.
That way when I'm-
For anybody who has to do this and is very scared of it, I hope that you've done your research and you have a great surgeon. I'm going to give a shout out to Texas Orthopedic Hospital, Dr. V. Matthews. You are the bomb. Everybody at PT is like, wow, your doctor's really good. There's no bruising. I just feel like it's very scary to think of having it done and what they actually do. But
Imagine the pain you're in if you don't get it done.
yes, the end result is he'll be golden
8
for like
weeks
the next
of
30 years.
being annoying and pain.
Yeah. Or you can do whatever you want.
And the rest of your life, you're all good, right?
So
Or-
everything's good. You can follow me at Radio Roula for the journey. It's kind of been interesting having it at home because he's just like me. He likes to gotta get out of there, gotta work, gotta do this. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's cool. So what's is today? The scene is the couch or the bed?
What's your big trip today?
Where are we going today?
Big vacation.
What's the big trip we're taking around the kitchen island?
Hey, yo. It's time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Okay, it's brought to you by Tachys Fiber. The Houston Astros are in agreement to acquire infielder Ramon Urias from the Baltimore Orioles, adding a third base option.
Basically, he's a Dubon 2.0.
Yeah.
He's like he's a utility guy, really great defense.
He is.
He's got like 8 home runs. So
31 years old. He's a right-handed hitter.
we need a lefty. Not another right-hander, but
Well,
I mean, he'll be good. For
It looks
defense.
like it's pretty much a done deal. Now, the Astros finished their 7-game homestand, beating the Washington Nationals 9-1 yesterday afternoon at Dyken Park.
That was awesome.
Jose Altuve, amazing, led the way in the series finale with a 4-hit game, including a homer and 3 RBIs.
Yeah, we had a couple of people got we had 2 3-run home runs in that game. So
That's awesome.
and Seattle lost, so we're 5 games ahead of them.
Yeah.
We're down to 3 now.
Yeah.
Hey!
Bucket list item as a Houstonian, catching a home run in the Crawford boxes. This has not been achieved by me yet, ever. And I've only sat in the Crawford boxes once.
If you do it, you got to bring a fake ball. That way, say like the other team's a popular player. Say Aaron Judge hits a home run, you want to keep it, and then throw the other ball out.
Yeah, but how do you prove that that's the ball that got hit versus the one
You'll be
you
able
threw
to tell,
out?
you can tell the difference between those balls you buy that are
Oh, yeah.
the
Cheap.
cheap ones, and then that one says
So just for
MLB.
show, so everyone doesn't boo you, have a spare to throw
Someone
back
did that
out to the
against
field.
when we played the Dodgers.
Throw it back, throw the cheap ball
Altuve
back.
hit a home run and it showed the kid reach into his like jogging pants or his shorts, and he pulled out another ball because
The Dodger fan?
Yeah,
So he kept the home run ball and
they
threw
want to
that
boo him,
out.
and then there's a line of Dodger fans wanting Altuve's autograph
Uh-huh.
before the game, and he was nice enough to sign it. And I'm like, what a bunch of posers! They act like they hate him, but
They really are
That
nice,
kisses
though.
ass.
If you get to an Astros game ahead of time, like an hour or so before the game, and they're out there on the field, and you have access to the lower levels, they will sign just about anything.
or if you
for
really want the other team, because think about it, they don't have many fans there. So if you could wear like say buy a shirt like say like Minnesota Twins, you get that shirt, get down there by them, they're going to sign your stuff.
Speaking of the Twins,
Oh, yeah,
they
you're right.
have
You're
had
right.
no contact with Correa. They said that they're not in serious discussions.
Wait, he's not playing this season?
There's rumors that Astros are trying to get him back, but now that we have this dude for third base,
You're kidding. I didn't pay attention
He's
to
got no
it.
trade
I thought
clause, and the only team he'd probably come back to is us.
Actually, they have had
Wow.
contact. They did have contact with Correa,
Yeah,
but they
but
said no serious talks.
Nah,
It's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
All right, that's what's going down in H-Town.
All right, coming up next, it's time for Roses. This is where you are in a relationship and you have questions whether your mate is being faithful or not. You come to us, we call up your mate, we offer red roses while you listen in, see where they go. Sometimes we can't do the roses. We got to do staycations, we got to do patch-ins, all kinds of things. Let's see what we get next on KRBE.